Now I'm going to run my next wire from here to here. Now I can't stress enough, this is simple. You know to do this. That piece of paper had the power coming in at the light. You have to bring the power in there. You know you have a plug there, you know you have a switch there, you know that you have to connect these boxes. Okay? Why wouldn't we decide sorry. Is there any other combination you guys can think of that we can run these wires? 12-3. How would you run 12-3 and make it work?
The confusing way that I showed them.
I don't even understand how you use 12-3.
Well, on this one it may have been the one that I used.
Well, couldn't you just use
No, I used
12-3 from the switch?
No, I wired it differently and I used a neutral as a hot.
Yeah, that's what.
Somehow.
Well, couldn't you use 12-3 from the switch to the light, but just put the one wire screw on the neutral?
Why would you? Okay, I'll talk about it as we go. All right, what does everything need?
Use a hot and a neutral and a ground.
Does this need a neutral?
No, no.
No.
A hot and a ground.
A switch never needs a neutral. So what do I do with this white wire?
Use it
shove
as a
it
hot
down?
wire.
Wait, no.
Okay, now you can either use the white wire as a switch leg or you can use it as a hot. To prevent you getting confused in the box, you are going to use the white wire as the hot. Okay? And I'll explain to you why here in a minute. Does it matter with what I'm about to do with this? Does it matter where I put the white and the black wire?
No.
As long as I don't put it on the green one, I'm good. Okay? So, obviously, even if you don't know what you're doing, it's a pretty easy decision. You come in here, you're going to cut the wires off, you're going to strip them, then you're going to bend them over. Can Katie seriously put this on YouTube?
Yeah,
Katie?
she has like a FFA channel. This is going to be on the FFA channel. My voice saying this.
Yes.
We're done.
As long as you guys know what you're doing.
Oh my god, and then
Make sure you pack
our computer. Oh my
pack all your
Anywhere.
stuff back up and put it back in that closet in there. Mr. Arthur's room.
On the way to the competition.
Okay.
Watch it.
Guys, like I said, back in there too. It doesn't need to be in my car. All right, like I said before, it does not matter where the black or the white wire goes. It can go on top, it can go on bottom. That part does not matter.
That's right.
Okay? Just always make sure you're tightening the screws clockwise around the screw itself, the wire I should say. Okay, tighten those down. This plug is now complete, or this switch. Nothing to it. I had 3 wires in there. I stuck 3 wires on the switch. You cannot mess that up. What's the next one I can't mess up?
Receptacle.
Receptacle, because I have 3 wires and it needs 3 wires. So I move to that next. I cut it off at the right length. Once again, I go through the stripping process. And at this point, we're now able to bend them over.
It's cold in there.
Bend them and then bend them over. Just like this.
That's gonna be fun.
Okay. Once again, I start with the ground side. Just like that. Get it in there the way I want it. Tighten it down. Move to the neutral. What is another positive to tightening those neutrals and the ground and everything else down tight as you go?
So it doesn't slip out.
Right, so it can't slip out when you're working with it. Very good assessment.
Really, really good.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that from?
You great wall.
Okay, take it over,
And 50.
put the hot on. Once again, should have checked beforehand to screw those out before your time begins. It's time lost, valuable time sometimes. A few seconds can mean the difference between first and 5th.
Wait, do they like legitimately
First and last.
time you? Or do
Yes, they
have,
will
like, a
literally
general?
time you.
They will say go, and then they will say stop.
So there's gonna be someone watching you the
Okay.
whole entire time?
Yes.
So I've connected them, I've shut that down.
They-
Okay,
Over your shoulder.
guys need to listen. All right, now here is the only hard part. We have to think a little bit when we get to this one. I have power coming in, plus I have to attach a light. Okay? What do I need in order to make a light work?
Power.
I need power,
Neutral.
I need a neutral,
Shut it down.
and show the ground's the bottom. Once again, start with the ground. So you get rid of a third of the wire. Back there, get back there, girl. Don't need you up front. There you go. Together, together, and together forever. All right. Twist them together. You're probably not going to get points marked off for not doing a very good twist job. Okay, I should put a green wire nut on there, but for time constraints, I'm going to pass on. You cannot put a red, you cannot put a yellow, it must be a green because it has a hole in it. Okay, I do not need a ground for my light, so I'm going to go ahead and push the entire ground wire down in the bottom. It's now legitimate. Okay, now what do I do?
The white?
I've got 3 blacks, 3 whites.
Connect the receptacle. No.
No, cut off the top ones.
Connect the power
Is
and
that right?
the receptacle hot wires.
Is that it? Is that all I do?
No, you connect the 3 black wires. There you go. Yes.
I'm going to connect the 3 black wires. That's not the way I'm going to teach you to do this. Okay?
Oh.
Here's the power in. Here's the power going to the receptacle. I've got to tie them together so the receptacle will be hot all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had to have power to my switch, correct?
Yeah.
How am I going to get it there? Am I going to use the black wire or am I going to use the white wire? I'm going to use the white wire. That's the way I need it wired. Okay? That's the way I want you guys to do it. That's the way I want you to learn. What else should be sitting on this table if this is going to occur?
Electric tape.
Black electrical tape. What am I going to do with it?
You're gonna wrap it around the tip of the, or not the tip. You're gonna wrap it around the white wire.
I'm going to wrap it around the white wire.
Both
Where?
sides.
Do they give us
Both
electrical
sides.
tape?
Yes. In this instance, they will give you electrical tape.
And
also-
don't you just need to put a strand around, like just on the white part, like closest to the?
Okay, you are going to put a layer of black tape around the neutral at this box, as well as the white wire inside of this box. So that the person that opens this box up later will know that that white wire is hot and not a neutral.
And you
Okay?
put, you put the black tape where?
Around the white wire itself.
Like the bottom part? Just anywhere around the
Just
white wire?
anywhere so that it's visible, close to the connection.
The white insulation, you get the tape and wrap it around.
And I would do
the
that
white
before
part.
I'd spin.
Before you spin it together. It'd be much easier if you do that.
Actual electrical tape to show us.
Okay? Now, I'm left with
I
3
use it for
wires. You guys need to listen. I'm left with 3 wires. What do I do now?
Connect the neutrals.
What is the black wire now?
Hot.
Is it hot?
Switch leg.
It's a switch leg, okay? It's a wire that connects directly into the light, and it's either hot or not, depending upon if the switch is on or off.
So
What about these 2 wires?
Neutrals.
These are neutrals, right? So what do I do with them?
Tie them together, pigtail it.
Okay, I must pigtail them because I've got to tie them together, plus I have to have a neutral for my light to work. There is no neutral down here, so it's not transferring the neutral back up. That's where a lot of people get confused. They believe that this neutral wire running back here is giving the light a neutral. It is not, okay? It is definitely not. Okay, we'll take my wire here, strip it, make a pigtail. I will tell you